Rupert Grint and Ed Sheeran look a lot alike. So in one of his music videos, I don't know why I'm talking about this on a basketball podcast.
This Chris Brown got you thrown off here, man.
Chris Brown got me thrown off. Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy Alex Burleson with another episode of the Seventh Man Up podcast. You know him? I got my guy Josh Carson up in here. What's going on, man?
Hey, what is going on, brother?
Yeah.
Pleasure to be in the presence of you and the pizza guy today. We are here. We're ready to rock.
Let's go. Yeah, so I wanted to get you on. And just we're going to have some fun here, talking some NBA hoops, talking a lot about dunking. Like, I know you being, what, 6'5", 6'6"?
Yep.
Man, being as tall as you are, for me being a short guy, what's the sensation like of dunking?
You know, well, we literally just got done playing some basketball.
Yeah, we just got done playing some ball.
You gave me a pass on one of them.
Yeah.
I can't believe I missed the dunk. All right, that should have been because you were talking about.
It was a perfect pass.
Perfect pass. I got to say, I messed that one up. But you know what? I get jokes like, because I'm tall, they say, how's the weather up there? Or like, is it different? Are you in the stratosphere? Like, it's a different atmosphere.
Yeah.
But dunking is a good feeling, man. When you know you can get up there and do it. And for me, I'm just like, hey, I'm going to do it as much as I can until I can't, you know?
Yeah.
And so it's fun, though, because not everybody gets to experience it. But when you can do it, you know, you just want to continue to dunk as much as you can.
Yeah. No, it's funny that you say, like, how people say all those tall jokes. A funny story here. I remember when I was in high school, our senior year, we had this French guy named Remy, and he was like 6'7". 6'7".
Oh, no, dude.
No, but he was tall. And in basketball practice, I always wanted to dunk, and he was like, all right, let me just pick you up and dunk. So, like, we're 17, 18-year-olds, and he's literally picking me up like a little kid to dunk the ball.
That's the ultimate assist.
That's the ultimate assist.
You know? Did you ever, when you were young, like, go to the 7.5-foot rim and, like, try to jam it on there and 7-foot rim and stuff like that?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I even had one in our driveway.
Yep. You can lower it, and I did that all the time. So I always had a fascination with wanting to dunk.
Yeah.
Growth spurt came like later in my life, but when I was young, I still wanted to dunk. And we all want to dunk, you know? But I'll do 7.5. I remember going up 8 foot, 8.5, and then you just keep going up. And then one day it was like, wow, oh my gosh, I'm here. And that's what happens.
Nice.
Yep.
Yeah. How old were you with that growth spurt? Because I know that you were kind of short, and then it just sprouted up.
Yeah. It wasn't really until going into my junior year of high school, so maybe like the summer between my sophomore and junior years when I first went up, and I just went up to try to – I wasn't even in this point trying to grab the rim or anything. I just see how high I could jump, and I actually grabbed the rim, and it shocked me. I remember that for the very first time in the high school gym, man. And so from there, it was like eventually, okay, I think I can do this, and then eventually getting to just work your way up to get the ball over the rim.
Yeah.
But I can't grip the ball. Normally, some guys have big hands. A lot of guys, you'll see them like throw the ball into their hand and dunk, right?
Yeah.
You watch a slow motion replay, that happens a lot. So I can't like just palm the ball like Kawhi Leonard, like holds it like a you know, small piece of fruit.
Claw.
Yeah. And so you know how I'd be gripping all them water bottles too, you know, like 5 water bottles. But so I have to like make sure I get up even that much higher to get it over the rim. I like to dunk two-handed as well. It's
That's
harder,
what I've noticed.
Two-handed, so you can make sure that you get it to go, you know?
Yeah.
Yep.
No, that's awesome.
But this will be a good one. We got some good dunkers on the mind today, so.
Yeah, we do. Next question. So how old were you when you first dunked?
So I was probably, I think I was either 16 or 17.
Yeah. So
around there. And that kind of matches with the story too, because it was like junior year. So it's probably like 16 or 17 that I finally was able to get it. I remember I was starting with like a tennis ball.
Yeah.
You work your way up, like a tennis ball, then like a smaller ball, then eventually getting the ball over the rim. It was easier, at least for me at first, to go off one leg.
Yeah.
So whatever leg dominant you were, you go up and you do that. But then eventually I worked on the 2-foot jump, and you get more explosiveness off the 2-foot jump.
Yeah.
But people are different. Like some people like going off 1 foot or one leg, and then some people prefer 2. Like D Rose, he was a 2-foot dunker, bro. Like he
Yeah.
would go up and 2-foot dunk with a tomahawk and all that stuff. So
Yep. Speaking of D Rose, I can't remember if you sent me this clip or I came across it on YouTube, but like D Rose, the way that he would land after his dunks really was a key into his knee injuries later on. He would always land heavy on that back foot.
it would kind of mess him up. And I think there is a whole video on it that a guy put together on YouTube.
We're
And
probably speaking of the same video.
oh, absolutely, yeah. I forget the name of the guy who
Yeah.
posted it, but either way, he just put together just a compilation of wide open fast break, the landing mechanics.
Yep.
It was the landing and the running mechanics were two big things. He showed a difference, a contrast between D Rose and LeBron.
Yeah.
LeBron has like immaculate mechanics.
He lands on both feet a lot of the times when I've seen him dunk.
Yep, every time he can, landing on 2 feet, and then when he runs, he doesn't run heel to toe.
Yeah.
He tries to run on his toes, so it takes a lot of the pressure off his knees. But D Rose, that might have been a contributor to his injuries with his knees. Dwayne Wade was another one. He ran like this, like heel to toe, and he had knee problems. So you never know. But yeah, make sure you land right if you're getting up there.
Yeah. Yep. All right. Now, this has been a staple in my episodes as of late, doing a top 5. So for here, I got my top 5 just off the cuff. I want to hear your top 5 of best in-game dunkers.
Best in-game dunkers in no particular order.
Yeah.
So Dazana Diop has got to be one of them. Zach Randolph, Dirk Nowitzki.
Yeah.
DJ Mengba.
Yeah.
And maybe Luke Ridnour. Andre Miller. No, I'm just kidding.
Okay.
Best, I mean,
all right.
I think Blake Griffin was a great in-game dunker at his height. Not Detroit Pistons Blake Griffin.
Yeah.
When he dunked like one time.
Yeah.
I would say, yeah, I mean, I saw Vince Carter was on your list, but Vince Carter's got to be up there for sure.
Yeah.
Maybe like a young Kobe or Michael Jordan, if you want to like go a little bit outside the box.
Yeah, no, I could see a young Kobe Bryant.
Yep.
Dude, that one dunk that he did against the Nuggets on the fast break is, in my opinion, probably one of his best dunks of his career.
He had another one against the Nets where he ends on the break. He goes behind the back and then he does a reverse.
Yeah.
And he did a windmill reverse against the Timberwolves, I think.
That's right.
Okay. How about Gerald Green?
Ooh.
Remember that one they gave him who's on the New Jersey Nets?
Yeah, that alley-oop. Yes.
Fast break windmill catch.
Yep.
On the lob to him, windmill catch.
Yeah.
That's my underrated Gerald Green. I feel like Gerald Green was like that generation's Derrick Jones Jr. For Derrick Jones.
I could see that, yeah.
And then he's not really in-game dunker, but Zach LaVine was, when he was back then, he was a great dunk contest dunker.
He was a great dunk contest. But yeah, even in-game, I remember early on in his Minnesota days, he wasn't really a flashy dunker.
Yeah.
But like he would throw it down with a lot of finesse.
Yep. Power. I think that's why he won so many contests too, because he made it on the first try. It was always so powerful. Like even if he jumped from the free throw line, he would like throw it down with a lot of power. So I don't know if that was 5 in total, man. I mean, if you want to go like a big, like Dwight Howard was a pretty good dunker back in the day. But yeah, that's who I can think of off the top of my head right now. I'm sure I'll listen to this back and be like, I should have said that guy. I mean, Nikola Pekovic too. I mean, Pekovic, got to put him in there. Right?
Okay, man. So no, that's awesome. I love just talking, just random players, because when I was putting together this list, one guy that popped into my head was Gerald Wallace.
Yeah.
Like, remember Gerald Wallace early on in his career?
Sack Kings, Gerald Wallace?
I would say, yeah, Sack Kings, like that dunk that he did against the Rockets. That clip that went viral. But yeah, he really turned it on when he went to the Bobcats.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
He was good.
The Bobcats.
Yep. They had a 7-win season or something.
Yeah, that was that lockout year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you got a list on here too, huh?
I do.
I like that list.
I got, again, this is in no particular order, but best in-game dunkers. I got Vince Carter, Jason Richardson.
Yeah, that's one.
Rich, Michael Jordan, and Blake Griffin.
Do you have one more on top of that? If you had to name one more off the top of your head, you got 4 there.
I got 4. Ooh.
What are we thinking?
Ah, man, who's the fifth? I would maybe have to say
Like Spencer Hawes?
Spencer Haas. Oh my gosh.
What about Derrick Rose? You like Derrick Rose? He was a nasty dunker.
He was a nasty. Yeah, I don't know why he didn't do any dunk contests.
Yeah.
Early on. Yeah, let's add D Rose to my top 5.
You know what? LeBron should be on this list. A young LeBron should be on this list.
A young LeBron. Dude, LeBron has one of the sickest in-game dunks I've ever seen.
In Portland? No, that was when he caught the ball.
Yeah.
That was just the catch.
This is early on.
Uh-huh.
I remember this game where they were playing it was against the Pistons, and he's on the break, and he just cocks it back and just slams it.
I think that's one of the reasons why he never did a dunk contest.
Yeah.
Because he wasn't necessarily a creative dunker. He was just a really good in-game dunker with a lot of power.
I could see that.
That doesn't always translate to a contest.
Yeah.
So I can see why he didn't do it.
That's maybe why John Morant doesn't ever want to do the dunk contest.
Morant.
Yeah.
John Morant, dude. Yeah, for the couple seasons that he was at his height of his powers, hopefully he gets back there for his sake. But he was a really nasty in-game dunker too. He had some stuff. And Anthony Edwards that one year, dude. He was poster. Anthony Edwards is the player in the league right now, besides LeBron, obviously. Like a young player with like some of the most impressive posters.
Like that dunk that he did against John Collins.
John Collins.
Was it last season?
Ago? Yep. He hurt his thumb on that play.
Both players injured themselves.
Yeah. And then his rookie year, he had a dunk against then Raptors player, Yuta Watanabe. Okay?
That name.
I don't know if you remember this play, but he caught him on like a drive baseline and just absolutely just baptized the sucker, dude.
That was the COVID year where there was no fans in the arena.
It was actually crazy because I think he dunked on him and then he basically like fell on the dude too because he's like all up in his grill. That was wild.
That's another dude that I've noticed that has good landing mechanics with his dunks is Anthony Edwards.
Yep. Anthony Edwards has got some good mechanics.
Yeah. Good stuff, man.
Yep.
Good stuff.
You would put this on here.
What about the best?
I'm not shocked by this being on here.
What about the best in-game dumper? For me, that would have to be Paul Pierce.
I mean, nothing. You can't compare it to that. In the NBA Finals, wheelchair. What an epic moment.
Yeah.
Epic. Nothing compares.
Yeah. Devin Booker can't come close to that.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about, but Paul Pierce, he holds the top of the list on that one right there.
He does. Man, it's so cool when you see guys throw it down like they are on Saturday night, right?
Mm-hmm. Just like the dunk contest from the free throw line. You know who was also really good? Now it's coming to my mind.
JaVale McGee.
He had some missed dunks, too.
Yeah.
You know, Paul George was pretty good when he was young.
He had
that reverse. Yeah.
That reverse 360.
Yeah. Actually, that's so hard to do. Like,
he basically did what Vince Carter did in the dunk contest, but in game.
Yeah. Yes. That was sick.
And I don't think a lot of people realize it was a reverse 360 he did in the game.
Yep. Did he dunk on, I think it was on Birdman in the finals too.
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
Finals. He had some really good dunks too.
That's that game when LeBron dapped him up.
Yeah. He earned some respect in that one.
Yeah.
Now, of course, he wasn't the best dunker on that team because that would be like David West or Roy Hibbert. But
Hibbert.
No, just kidding.
Hibbert.
Or Darren Collison.
Darren Collison, man.
Yeah.
Oh, man, I love that dude.
Oh, my gosh. Yes. This is a good mention.
All right. So.
Yes.
You remember the Chris Brown lookalike Shannon Brown?
Yes. Oh, my gosh.
Dude, that guy could jump out the gym.
He's got the most impressive foul in NBA history.
Are you talking about the Mario West? I think that was his name.
Pinned him on the board, and
Yes.
they called him for the foul.
Yeah.
I would argue most impressive foul in NBA
Yes,
history.
I would agree. Dude, love how they cut to the Lakers bench,
Yeah.
and you just see Kobe's reaction. You see Lamar Odom's reaction.
When you got like Kobe reacting like that, you know you did something good.
You know you got his respect.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
Shannon Brown was good. That's funny. He is a Chris Brown lookalike, kind of. You think Chris Brown ever featured him on a project? Swap places?
Did like what Ed Sheeran did with Rupert Grint? Did you ever see that?
No, I don't know about that.
Oh man, you know who Rupert Grint is, right?
No.
Oh, he's the guy that played Ron Weasley in the Harry Potter series.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know.
And
That's
apparently Rupert Grint and Ed Sheeran look a lot alike. So in one of his music videos, I don't know why I'm talking about this on a basketball podcast.
This Chris Brown got you thrown off here, man.
Chris Brown got me thrown off. All right, well, we're moving on. We're moving on.
What do we got here?
We're moving on. So, for you, what's the craziest dunk that you've ever done?
I was able to pull off a windmill before.
Yeah?
I think a couple times. That's one that, yeah, if I want to continue to do that, I gotta train for it.
Yeah.
But I was able to capture it on video too, so I have proof.
Yeah.
But that's probably the best one. I mean, I've done some off the glass, like catch and stuff, or reverse like this. Oh, you know what? Windmill was one, and I did kind of like a 180.
Oh, yeah.
You know, 360 is like a true 360 is tough because you got to like get up there.
Yeah.
And keep your bearings in the air to know where you are.
Yeah.
So you don't fly away from the rim, you know, basically.
Yeah.
But I'd probably say, yeah, that was pretty good, but the windmill is probably better.
Yeah. No, that's good. So whenever someone says dunked, we say a lot of the time that they got baptized, right?
Yep.
And so with switching gears here,
yep.
What was your experience like getting, would say, actually baptized?
Mm-hmm. Yep. So I'm glad that, you know, when we talk about baptism, it's not getting postered, you know, like Kobe did to Dwight Howard back in the day.
Yeah.
You know, that was a real baptism with in basketball terms, but the real baptism was great. It was it's a spiritual experience. And anyone who calls himself a follower of Christ,
amen,
got to do it.
Yeah.
You know, the Son of God was baptized humbly, and he allowed John to baptize him. And John told him in the Gospels, he said, you know, you should be baptizing me, you know? And he's like, no, I'm going to be baptized. So if Jesus gets baptized, we want to follow what he does.
Amen.
That's something that, you know, we're called to like repent, get saved, and be baptized, you know? It's a public declaration of faith. And it's a great experience, you know? I think it was good to be able to have some pictures to remember it. I was young. I think I was like 11, maybe 12, but I do remember it. And anyone who goes through it, you know what you're doing. You know, do a class or read up on it so you know what you're doing. Know what you're doing. And good experience. It really is a symbolic of laying down the old life and, you know, rising from the waters and new creation. So, yeah, I'd recommend it to anyone who's a Christian and wants to, you know, publicly express their faith. So,
that's awesome. I love it. That's awesome, Josh. It's definitely a spiritual awakening that takes you another level.
What was yours? You remember yours?
I was super young. I want to say I was 15, and like I grew up going to Bayside all throughout my youth ministry days. And I still remember the pastor that baptized me. Shout out KJ Stevens.
All right.
Yeah. Name dropping on the pod. But no, I love that dude. He actually baptized me and my brother Jack.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Oh, that's really cool.
Back in 2006.
Nice.
Yeah. So that's my baptism story. Oh, man.
That's good. You know, I think before we leave too, the spiritual, you know, you always end on a spiritual, and it depends how you cut this up. You know, you can reorder the order and whatnot, but I wanted to throw out a few names. I wanted to give a shout out to one specific name.
Yeah.
Now we're recording this. I don't know when this is going to come out, but we're recording this on January 3rd. So January 2nd, that was your 35th birthday, you know, on January 2nd. So shout out to you. Happy birthday, you know. You're right up there, number 35 KD. Don't blaze it, though. Don't blaze it. Okay?
I will not blaze it.
He didn't blaze it for his birthday. I was a witness. But let me tell you this. So January 2nd, 2001, we had a 50-plus point night from Tony Delk. I got to give a shout out to Tony Delk.
Hey, shout out Tony Delk.
When he was on the Phoenix Suns. had a 50-point night. One of the most random 50-point nights. And in the write-up that I sent you, they compared it to Corey Brewer 50-point game. It's just like one of those like random 50-point games that you just like, he scored 50, you know, but he'll always be able to say, wherever you are, Tony Delk, 50-point plus scorer in the NBA.
Shout out Tony Delk. I love it.
Yep.
Man, I appreciate you coming on, man.
Appreciate the
time. It's been real. It's been fun. Just keeping it Christ-like.
Yep, Christ-like. Yeah. Shout out Miles.
Shout out Miles Minnick with that one.
Good concert.
Yeah, that was a dope concert, man.
Yep.
Seeing Miles Minnick and Lecrae.
Yep.
Yeah.
That was good, man. Good memories.
Yeah.
Well, this is good. You know, shout out, who are we going to give? Tony Delk? Anthony Randolph? Right?
Anthony Randolph?
Shout out to...
shout out to you, bro, for coming on.
Yeah. No problem, man.
Yeah.
As always, shout out Birdman, man. J.R. Smith.
Yeah.
You know, think of a couple of other
Shout
classics.
out Shannon Brown, bro.
Shannon Brown.
Yeah.
Good mention today.
Yeah.
You know, Ronnie Turioff.
Well, man, we're coming with them all.
And Ilgauskas. There you go.
Ilgauskas. I love it. The big Z. All right. Well, guys, as always, remember, stay up with them threes up. Love, joy, and peace. See ya.